We're already about two-thirds of the way through 2024, and I realize that I have barely talked about any of the films from this year on my channel, so I decided to change that by doing a top 5 films of 2024 so far. Let's get into it. Number 5, Civil War. I was really excited going into Civil War. To me, the idea of a modern American Civil War is the perfect idea for a movie. There was aspects that I was kind of worried about going into it though, like how the movie's political stance would be delivered and how it would be received. But by the end of the movie, I was really happy with it. This movie actually doesn't take a huge political stance against anything. Actually, this movie is more about how journalism and its impact on both the public and the journalists. And I actually quite enjoyed this. I particularly liked how this movie was intentionally vague with some things. An example is how the character Lee apparently got her start from her photos of the quote Antifa massacre. And that's all they say about it. We don't know if Antifa was the ones massacred or doing the massacre. And I've seen some people kind of criticize this aspect of the movie, but I think those people are just overanalyzing it and just looking for debate. Another part of the movie I liked was the action. The final battle in DC was very cool, and the action also feels very real, which is something different from recent movies. So if you haven't seen Civil War, go check it out right now. Number 4, Deadpool and Wolverine. There might be some recency bias for this one, as it's only been a week since I've seen this movie, but that doesn't really change the fact that this is just a great movie. Like many people, I really checked out of the MCU after Endgame. I only watch a few of the movies and shows here and there, but I am a huge fan of the Fox X-Men movies and the Deadpool movies. I wasn't really excited about the fact that they were bringing Hugh Jackman back, even though Logan should have been his final going as the character, but I was still looking forward to the movie anyway. I was concerned with how the MCU would handle both Deadpool and Wolverine, as well as the X-Men, but I was going to give them a good grace and go see the movie anyway. So, how did it turn out? Well, it was actually a very fun movie. If you're looking for a plot heavy character study like Logan, then that's not what this movie's about. It's basically just a fun buddy cop movie with two fun characters. And I'm not a huge fan of the overdoing of cameos in modern Marvel and modern superhero movies in general, but the cameos in this movie are pretty good and pretty fun. If you're a big MCU person, I'm sure you'll have questions about the future of these characters in the MCU, but for me, I don't really care about that. At the end of the day, I sat down to watch a fun movie with characters I like, and that's what I got. Number 3, Furiosa, the Mad Max saga. I had seen Fury Road, and I liked it enough, but I wasn't rushing to watch Furiosa. In fact, when me and my dad finally went to see the movie, it was in its final week of its theatrical run, and we were the only ones actually in the theater. Which, side note, being alone in a movie theater is one of the best movie experiences you can have, in my opinion. But anyway, the actual film was great. The action is somehow even better than Fury Road, and all the characters, including the villains, are amazing. I particularly liked Praetor and Jack, even though he has limited screen time. And the back and forth between Furiosa and Dementis was very compelling. Their final confrontation was very, very good. One thing I do think that this movie could have been better at was the pacing. Fury Road literally moved at a mile a minute, which was kind of the point, I know, but this movie, I would have liked it if it moved in the same pace. Even though this movie did not get great box office numbers, I do hope that George Miller can make more Mad Max films, because Mad Max films are just good fun. Number 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I love the Planet of the Apes movie, especially the modern trilogy, and ever since Caesar's death, I was looking forward to how this world would look in 100 years, 200 years, or even more. And that's what Kingdom delivers. This movie brought me exactly what I wanted from a new Apes movie. Great philosophical questions, great CGI, and compelling characters. Speaking about the characters, I do think that this film's protagonist, Noah, is not as strong as Caesar or even some of our human protagonists in previous films. but side characters like Raka and Proximus were amazing. I can't talk enough about how great these two characters are, and I hope we can see more of them in the future, but if not, I'm fine with what we got. By the time this movie ends, we do have more questions than answers, and I'm happy about that. That way it looks like we will be getting more Apes movies. I just hope it doesn't take as long as the last time. Number 1, Dune Part 2. It was always going to be Dune, wasn't it? I love Dune. I've read the books, seen all the movies, and I was really excited for this one. Denis Villeneuve is also one of my favorite directors, and ever since it was announced he was doing the new Dune movies, I knew they would be great. Dune Part 2 steps it up in every way from Dune Part 1. Obviously, the ending for the story is just the best part of the story, but also, Part 2 just is better in every aspect. The performances, cinematography, action, pacing, score, literally everything. I could go on and on. But the best part about this story is just that it was crafted by Frank Herbert in an amazing way. The arc of Paul Atreides is so compelling. My eyes were literally glued to the screen throughout everything. This movie is a modern classic, and I'm sure at the end of the year it will win all the awards. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. So I just want to say thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching a few of my videos. I've been having a lot of support in these recent months. Sorry I haven't been able to keep up with uploading. I've had some things going on. Not really worth getting into. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I'm back now. I've got a new mic. Hopefully this mic sounds good. I lost my other one, so I just was like, I'll get a new one. This one's wasn't too expensive, so it's not bad. So yeah, thank you for watching. As I mentioned in the Dune entry, Denis Villeneuve is one of my favorite directors. And I was thinking about doing a ranking of his, because my ranking videos people seem to like. So yeah, maybe that will be the next video, maybe not. Who knows. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.